Good morning, everybody. This morning we are going to be completing the Willow granny square as part of our 365 granny square crochet along project. Now you can start this one of two ways, either with a magic ring like I'm doing, or with a chain of 4 joined with a slip stitch. So I'm going to start with a magic ring, and I'm going to chain 3, which will count as our first double crochet. 2, 3, and then I'm going to do 15 double crochet into the ring. So at the end of this round there will be 16 stitches into the ring, and I will join them with a slip stitch. So we've done our chain of 3 as the first. We're just going to double crochet the next 15 around. So there's 1, 2, and so on until we have our 16th stitch. I will meet you back here in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I have chained 16 or 15 after our chain 3. So there are 16 stitches, and I really cannot stress enough, because we're building onto these stitches in each round, count your stitches every round. Even if you're sure, recount your stitches, because if you miss one or you've got an extra one, it's going to muck you up on the next round. Okay, so 16 stitches into our center, which we started with either a magic ring or a chain of 4 joined with a slip stitch. I've joined the 16th stitch into the first stitch with a slip, and now we're moving on to round 2. So we're going into a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that'll count as our first double crochet and a chain of 1. I'm going to double crochet into the next stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, and chain 1. We're going to do that all the way around. So at the end we will have 16 double crochets and 16 chains. We're going to join that, of course, with our slip stitch into the 3rd chain of our starting point. I'll meet you back here. Welcome back. I have finished the double crochet with the chain space between. Once again, I can't stress enough, count them. So easiest way to count this is to just count the double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all with a single chain space between. I've fastened off my first colour, and I've just joined my second colour into the top of one of the double crochets from round 2 with a slip stitch, and we can start working round 3. So we're going to chain 3, which will serve as our first double crochet. Now this is all double crochet in this round after that. I love that because it means I can weave these nasty ends in and not have to do it at the end. So we've done our chain 3 into the top of a double crochet from round 2. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets into the chain 1 space. 1, 2. So we've got 3 double crochets, counting that first chain as a double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet into the top of the double crochet from the previous round. And we're into a double crochet in the single chain space. And those double crochets covering up that end, saving me having to weave them in later. So double crochet into the chain space, and 2 of them, sorry. Then we're going to do a double crochet. This will be tricky to get into, but into the top of our next double crochet, it was just a little tricky because that was a chain 3 space, and then 2 double crochet into our single chain space from round 2. So we're going to continue like that with 2 double crochets in each chain space and 1 into the top of each double crochet from the previous round, all the way back to the beginning where we'll join up with the slip stitch, of course. So keep hooking, ladies, and I'll see you back here. Okay guys, I'm back. I've completed round 3 with the double crochets in our single chain space and the top of it the double crochet from round 2. At the end of that round, count them up, you should have 48 double crochet stitches, including the chain space to start. We're going to continue with this colour for round 4. So we'll start with a chain 1, then we're going to do a single crochet into the slip stitch. Now we're going to repeat this pattern 3 times. So we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 2 double crochets and do a single crochet in the next one. So we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, third one is a single crochet. We're going to chain 2. We're going to skip 2 stitches and single crochet in the next 1, 2, 3. It's a single crochet, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the next. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet into the next, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll do that once more, and then we're going to repeat it 2 more times to bring it back around until to our starting stitch where we'll join up with a slip stitch. So we start with a chain of 5. We skip 2, single crochet into the third, chain 2. 1, 2. We skip 2, single crochet into the third, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2, single crochet into the third, chain 2. Skip 2, single crochet into the third, and chain 5. We're back at the beginning again. So continue that pattern. Sorry about that, guys. Problem with filming on your phone is you get cut off sometimes. So I've continued with that chain 5, skip 2, skip 2 and go into the third with a single crochet, the pattern that we'd just done 2 of. I've joined it all up with a slip stitch, so we're near a chain 5. We're just going to go into that chain 5 with a slip stitch to start round 5. So we're going to go into the chain 5 space with a slip stitch and do a chain of 3, which will count as our first double crochet. 2, 3. Then we're going to do 4 double crochets into our chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are going to serve as our corners. So I've got a chain 3 and 4 double crochet. I'm going to chain 3 and do another 5, chain 3 and do another 5 double crochet into that same chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that will be the corner of our square. Now we can start working down the side. So we are going to single crochet into the next chain space, which was a chain 2 space in round 4. So we'll go in there with a single crochet, and then in the chain 3 space we're going to do 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to go into our next chain 2 space with a single crochet. Oops. Single crochet brings us back to a chain 5 space, which serves as our corner. So we're going to go in there and repeat the pattern with 5 double crochet, a chain 3 and another 5 double crochet, all in the one space. So I'll try and work at a reasonable rate for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 3, and then another 5 double crochet, building up our corners, and turning our round into a square. Okay, so we've got one side, 2 corners completed. You can see they're gorgeous little pointy ones, and we're a bit bumpy in the middle there, but we are squaring out. So we're going to repeat the same pattern we just did on the previous side. So we're going to single crochet into our chain 2 space, our chain 3 space, 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll get out of there, 4, and 5. Then we're going into our chain 2 with a single crochet, and we're back to a chain 5 space, which is the corner. So we're going to do 5 double crochet, a chain 3 and another 5 double crochet. So if you want to continue that pattern, I'll meet you back here when we're looking a little squarer. At the end of this row, I'm going to join with a slip stitch and then fasten off for our third and final color change. So I'll see you there shortly. Okay, welcome back. We've finished round 5. We're looking a lot squarer with our nice pointy corners. Seriously cute little square, this one. I love it. I've joined my third color into the chain 3 space of a corner. I've just done a slip stitch and then a chain of 1. Now I'm going to do a single crochet into that corner space, chain 3, and do another single crochet into the same chain space. Now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do a double crochet in the next single crochet, which will be this little one down here. Then I'm going to chain 3, I'm going to skip 2 double crochet, and in the top of the third one I'm going to do a single crochet. Sorry, that was a slip stitch, not a single crochet. Whoops. Come back, little loop. I don't know why all my pink wool is terrible. So into the third stitch with a single crochet. So we're getting a little bit loopy again. We're going to use the little chain spaces that we're making in this round to square it all off a little bit better in our final round, which is round 7. So skip 2 double crochets, single crochet into the third, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 2 and do a double crochet into the single crochet space, which is down here. Then we're going to chain 5 and work our way back out to the next corner. 4, 5. So we're back to a corner again. We're going to go in with a single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 3, and a single crochet. So this round 6 is a lot of chaining over our previous round so that we can finish squaring it up. So we finished that corner, chain 5, and we're going to double crochet into the single crochet of the previous round, then we're going to chain 3, skip 2 of the double crochets in the previous round, and single crochet into the third, chain 3, and double crochet into the single crochet of the previous round, and then we're going to chain 5 to get us back to one of the corner chain 3 spaces. So continue that pattern. We're going to be joining to the starting single crochet with a slip stitch, of course. I'll see you at the end of round 6 so we can move on to round 7.